Thanks, Eden. All right, so we are at the start of a very interesting week right here in Jacksonville.
It's Jax Innovation Week, and it's a week-long series of events promoting innovation right here in the First Coast. And here to tell us about it is Executive Director of Jax Co., Kate Stewart. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
All right, so can you just give us an overview about the week and what to expect?
You bet. This is the first year that we've done Jax Innovation Week. It's the second year that we've done the conference that we did this past Saturday that's sort of the foundation of Jax Innovation Week. But we're one of about 7 cities in the country now that's expanding it to an entire week. We've got probably 30 or 40 different events scheduled leading up to a closing party that we're partnering with TEDx Jax to do in Hemming Park on Saturday night after TEDx. But leading up until then, we have 4 or 5 events every single day designed for people who might want to start a business or grow a business, or, and this is what makes Jacksonville really different that I'm excited about, it's not just about business. It's about the arts, it's about food, it's about urban planning, it's about education. We actually have a party bus going to the university campuses, and they're gonna highlight how they're innovating on their campuses. So we have a lot going on this week, and people need to check it out at jaxinnovationweek.org because I can't even explain all of the things that we have going on.
When we talk about innovation here in Jacksonville, one thing that comes to mind is One Spark. So how is this different from One Spark?
Well, we grew out of One Spark. We're a One Spark child, so to speak, really. I went to One Spark as a creator, and I'm from Austin, Texas. I was a tech founder in Austin, Texas, and taught in the business school there. And I thought, wow, this feels like Austin in the early days. It's so exciting. And then One Spark was over. This was about 3 years ago. And there was nothing. So we recognized we needed to take the spirit of One Spark and help build it year-round. So One Spark is fabulous in that it seeks to connect creators with capital. That's what One Spark does. It does it once a year. They're also working very hard to help us year-round. So we support One Spark, but we recognize that not only is capital important, community is important. People who are starting businesses a lot of times can't find capital. It's difficult to find it. But what we find is that when you're starting a business or growing a business, if you can create a community, a tribe of co-founders and supporters who can help you, a lot of times you don't even need the capital that you think you need. So we're seeking to build that.
And that's the hardest part, is to raise the capital, get that VC money in order to move forward. So let me ask you this, then who should attend this event?
Oh, we've designed this for everybody. So the conference that we had on Saturday was focused on business. It's for people who are starting or growing businesses. The week, we decided it's about innovation, not just business. So creativity goes on everywhere. We all of us have some area of innovation, something that we care about, some spark of creativity. And those processes are the same, whether you're a tech founder or an artist or a chef, or you're opening a hair salon, or what have you. There's creativity involved in all of those things. And we recognize that people who care about creativity and are driven to be creative can benefit from knowing one another. So we've designed events throughout the week that are not only focused on individual things, they are, but also opportunities for people to come together and get to know each other, people that might not ordinarily meet. And that's why we've made most of the events free and open to the public and family friendly, so that everybody can get involved.
Now, you mentioned about the community aspect of things. For an entrepreneur, it's like stepping off the edge of a cliff.
Oh, yeah.
And so how important is it that this community is together to support each other in these times where some days I'm not making any money?
A lot of days not making any money. I can vouch for that. No, it's critical. You can't start a business on your own. You can't be a city on your own. You have to have community. You have to have people that you can turn to, people that you can ask questions of, people to encourage you when things are tough, people to tell you maybe where you could find the money, people who have networks that you can link into. You can't do it on your own. You never really could. But I think we're in an age now where community is everything. We cannot really accomplish anything without community.
Yeah, I agree. So innovation, it all starts with community, everybody helping each other out, bouncing ideas off, just becoming more efficient in the process. All right, to learn more about it, go to our website, rivercitylivetv.com. Kate, thanks for being on the show. We appreciate it. We'll be back right after this.